But right now I feel like having the coffee break.
Oh, enough with all the talking, I just told it, say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a fool fight. You been working all day, load it up on tonight, do more.
Look, I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the late. So I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take. So I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay. I need my 50 for tax. I done ran low on my patience. Make sure my time isn't wasted. I told them all that I've been real. They know that I cannot face shit. Funny how none of this makes sense. Now that I'm up with an A-list. She tryna throw me the K now. Telling me happy belated. Got too much shit on my mind. I told my mama I'm fine. I told my girl that I'm stressed.
How was your track set?
So we actually made it on the track. You might remember last time I had to run on the parking lot. But yeah, today was also quite challenging as they decided to mow the lawn and prepare for a baseball game, I think. So they closed the first 2 lanes and we had to recalculate my set a bit. But it did work and I had a great workout. Luckily a cloud appeared that made it a bit easier for me to run hard, and I had a good set of 3x800, 3x600, 3x400, 3x200 with a bit of easy jog in between. Good set, feeling good. So I'm riding West Maui loop today. It's one of the most beautiful loops you can do. Sadly, it passes Lahaina, the city that burned down, so that was pretty crazy to see. Yeah, it's also pretty incredible how much they already built up again or cleaned up. So yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. And right now we are at a beautiful stop. I just filled up my bottles. This is a loop that has so many punchy climbs and quite a lot of wind. But yeah, I guess this is something we are used to now, but it's still challenging, especially when you have descents with like switchback corners and you never know from which side the wind will hit you. So I'm definitely playing it careful, but Philipp is accompanying me, so that's good. And we actually had like a big puncture in the back. There was like a big screw inside, but I only noticed it because I heard like a metal sound and I thought something was wrong with my crank. And then I stopped and I saw that I had like a screw really coming out of my tire. And the incredible thing is that with the Schwalbe tubeless tires, I didn't lose any pressure. So that was crazy. Now we did put a dyno plug in and pumped it up again. And so far it's looking good. So I'm preparing for my second long run. If you watched the previous videos, you saw that the first one was quite challenging. And yeah, I'm nervous, also excited to see how the second one will go. I'm wearing KickAss socks for extra power, and yeah, we'll let you know how it went.
Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try
28k fartlek next to the highway, and I've done this session in a previous video, and now I would say I felt like a different human. It definitely went so much better. I was faster, I felt better, and I mean, this session never gets easy. I think no matter where you run and how hot or cold it is, this is always challenging. But today I felt in control, and I think this can give me some confidence for the next weeks and also for the race. But for now I'm happy that I'm done and I can recover. Oh, and I got asked what's my super yummy looking protein shake. That's the R8 from Ministry of Nutrition. It's with mango flavor, natural mango, and chilled with coconut water. It's simply the best. Cheers. I'm so hot, the ice melts in 5 seconds.
So welcome.
What is this, Philipp?
This is officially the highest transition area in the world.
Okay,
I guess.
it's my first brick run of the year.
That's not true.
Next to the races. I'm a bit afraid. It's pretty high already, I can feel it. Thin air. I did some efforts, 9 times 8 minutes, and of course they got harder the further I got up. But it's a beautiful day. This time it's sunshine. It's my second time I'm climbing up the volcano Haleakala, but this time Philipp had another surprise for me because as you can see, I will switch into my run shoes now and will run the last 10k and around 1,000 meters of climbing, I think. Try to be faster in the transition area in the race. But right now I feel like having a coffee break. But you know, I like training and I love going up a hill with headwind. But it's the last big day, I guess, so I better make it count.
Tomorrow is the last big day.
I don't think I'm living in the moment. So today is the day.
Yeah, and I just hit the bucks. Whoa. Espresso, but it's triple shot. I don't sweeten it. Y'all getting slapped on cause you sleeping in on God. Aside from me, I don't believe in shit. I'm done fucking, but she telling me to leave it in. Lot of blessings piling up that I ain't even wished for. None left over for y'all. I'm locking the fridge door at the crib, cutting hits. I read through the catalog, came to conclusion, no one's touching this. Just finished the maiden voyage, hopping off the Mayflower. Set up shot to kill them off, whatever it take, pal. Seen the boats, I'm at home. I'm selfish with the goals, I could give a fuck who try and get along. 6'3", you can't look me in the eyes, you ain't grown.
You made it.
But I made it. Second time on the top. But yeah, I really felt the altitude. My legs, they're screaming now.
Well done.
Thank you. Hey, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just mounting the race day tires. It's always like for all tubeless users, yeah, you're happy when your tires are really working the way you want it to. And with a pair of 28, 25 in the front for Laura's race setup. Yeah, and 10 days before the race, it's time to get things sorted. And we are about to pack for our travel to Kona. So that's why I prepare everything after training phase. And yeah, so now I have to clean everything.
So you're the cleaning boy?
I'm the cleaning boy. Ready for a swim?
What a swim this morning. We're not too early, to be honest, but it's an easy day, so yeah, I enjoyed to sleep in. And yeah, we'll do a little bit of back and forth and to the side. It's not like the Kona swim, but yeah, it's good to get a feel for the ocean and get some open water practice in.
Have you seen the turtles out there?
I saw them from the outside when they come up, you know, to get some air, but I haven't met them in the water.
I tried to get one close to you while flying over you with the drone.
Okay.
Laura, are you checking your recovery scores?
Yes, this is actually something I'm proud of because I think the red one here is the day when we arrived or the day after the travel. And since then, I'm pretty much nailing my recovery. I have definitely more greens than reds, which is pretty cool considering all the training I did, the heat stress I got exposed to. So yeah, I think it definitely paid off to focus a lot on things we can do to improve my recovery. It's definitely harder to recover in the heat.
Laura, today is a recovery day, and I felt I heard you are already missing the training. That sounds like you found a good balance between your load and your recovery. How did you do it?
Yeah, I think we structured the training well. We mostly had like 3 days of load and then an easy day. And especially on those easy days, I tried to sleep very long. So today is an easy day, and I can tell you I went to bed at 7:30, or I think even earlier, but this is when I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 7 or 8. So there was like pretty much 12 hours in the bed. And of course, that really pays off. That's a really great recovery boost, maybe the best. Also, my biggest advice to focus on good sleep. And in order to get good sleep in an environment that is pretty hot and humid, we try to cool down the sleeping room before we go to bed, and then we turn off the AC because it's not so healthy to sleep with a running AC. But yeah, it definitely pays off. You know, your resting heart rate is lower if you're in a colder environment, and all that sorts of stuff that helps, you know, my body, my nervous system really to recover. And next to some stuff I like to do that I know my body keeps my body happy, like jumping into my recovery boots, you know, drinking my AG1 and going on a little evening walk on this beautiful grass next to the beach. And reading books, real books, like not screen time. Yeah, all those little things, I think they pay off. And I'm happy that I was also able to stick to the good routine over here. So Philipp said I should introduce you to the 2 books that I actually just finished, and I read both of them over the last around 3 weeks, and I really enjoyed both of them. The first one was Out of Thin Air. It's basically a story about Ethiopian running, or someone who joins the runners in Ethiopia, and I really enjoyed this one. It's a motivational read, you know, to read about great runners and how their approach is, especially in super high altitude, and their strong beliefs that there's always some magic involved in strong performances, and that anything can actually happen no matter how good your training was or not. And this is actually something I like the idea that magic can happen. And then the second one was Good for a Girl. I actually lost the cover in the wind when I read the book while I was watching Philipp doing his kite, and obviously the wind was so strong that I kind of lost it. But this was a really good read as well, especially for all women, also young athletes, but also for men, of course, to get a little bit of an introduction into the life of, or the experience of, like one of the best runners from the past, Lauren Fleshman, and her experiences growing up in a world of professional sport, to get an insight into someone else's story inside of professional sport and the struggles that comes along with it. So definitely 2 recommendations if you're looking for a good book. So coach, how would you sum up the Maui training camp?
First of all, I'm super proud on Laura's performances here in the camp. I think she nailed several sessions, and I think it's super challenging to train 30 hours plus a week on your own. And that's what she basically did. She had only some small company from me during swimming, but that's it. And she's in a super good shape. I did some last tests during this week with her, so we are pretty sure, or we know the pacing for the race, and now we are ready to head over to the big island, have some last checks on the course, and get ready for the race.
So our time in Maui is coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed the kind of new format that we are trying. Give us some thumb up if you liked it, or leave a comment and let us know what you think. And for us it's time to pack the bags, and the next video will be from Kona, and soon it's already race week.